New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
What Would Louise Say? Join us every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Hosted by Reverend Martine Bernard. Explore the wisdom of Louise Hay. Brought to you by New Thought Media Network. Dive into Louise's teachings. Experience healing and empowerment. Reverend Martine shares insights. Connect with a contemporary audience. Unlock your potential. Transform your life with love. Embrace positivity and healing. Join our vibrant community. Ready to join us? Let's spread love and wisdom together. Please like, share, and subscribe. Only on New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my beautiful ones. I'm so excited to be with you here today. I'm Reverend Martine Bernard, and this is What Would Louise Say? I am so excited. We have a phenomenal guest. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Today, we are joined by Maryann Pino Miller, an educator, spiritual teacher, Heal Your Life workshop leader, and founder of Consciously Living, whose own healing journey inspired her to help others cultivate self-love, emotional healing, and a deeper connection to their inner vision. The one statement that makes a beautiful bridge into who she is the inner child. Maryann shared something with me recently that all of our inner children are present when we're interacting. And sometimes the hurts that come up are triggers from the hurt that we may have experienced in childhood. And we know that that is one of Louise's foundation, the inner child work and loving ourselves. Well, welcome onto the show, Maryann. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, Reverend Martine. It's just so lovely to be here. I can't even tell you how thrilled I am to get to talk about Louise and love.
Oh, isn't it powerful? Isn't it wonderful?
It is.
Yes, yes, yes. You're wearing my favorite color. I love blue, but I love green. I love green because it stands for the heart chakra.
Mm-hmm. Well, ever since I got Louise's book, Colors, Numbers, I have dressed by the color. So this is a 4-day for me, which is green. So I'm vibrating to green and the heart chakra.
Oh, that's phenomenal. And I love numerology, and 4 is foundational. Mm-hmm. So 4 is the foundation.
And
oh, my
earth.
Goodness, of the earth and groundedness. Yeah. Please, what is her? I remember that book, but I'm going to get that book, beautiful ones, and color coordinate my days, because it really speaks to how we can tune into the frequency of love and every good thing by wearing colors that uplift. Oh, that is so powerful. Maryann, my first question that I love to ask our guests on What Would Louise Say is, how did Louise find you? How did you discover her work? We say she found you. Many times a book fell off a shelf. Someone had the book on their shelves. A friend gave the book. How did you discover her work?
A friend, a very, very dear friend. We met in Shreveport, Louisiana. She was from Kansas City, Missouri, and I was from Philadelphia. We met in Shreveport, Louisiana in the 70s. And in the mid to late 80s, she handed me Louise's book.
Wow.
And she just opened me up entirely to the whole metaphysical world, introduced me to Edgar Cayce and Unity, Daily Word, and Louise. And so Louise and I have been hanging out together since the mid to late 80s.
Wow.
Yes.
That's when, oh, I just love the way you say that. Louise and I have been hanging out. I agree. We've been blessed to be part of her team, part of her tribe, her gang,
Yes.
her
Yes.
crew, as we would say, because oh, the simplicity. What I'm amazed at, the more I discover and look and study Louise, is the simplicity of her work. And for some reason, oh, this is our beloved Maryann's website, so that we know where to find her. And MaryannPinoMiller.net. I wanted to start with this book for some reason. There was something about your energy that made me think of empowering women and how Louise, her message has impacted so many women and men. But there's a lovely affirmation because I'm in awe of you. Patricia told me that you are 80 years young or something like that. You just,
Yes. Yes. I'll be 81 June 16th.
you are gorgeous and vital and beautiful. And there is an affirmation in this book about my elder years or my golden years, and I become an elder of excellence. I know how to prosper. This is the affirmation. I was inspired to read it for us today. A healing meditation. I rejoice in each passing year. My wealth of knowledge grows, and I am in touch with my inner wisdom. I feel the guidance of my angels every step of the way. I know how to live. I know how to help myself I know how to keep myself youthful and healthy. My body is renewed at every moment. I'm vital, vivacious, healing, fully alive, and contributing to my last day. I am at peace with my age. I create the kinds of relationship I want to have. I create the prosperity I need. I know how to be triumphant. My later years are my treasure years, and I become an elder of excellence. I contribute to life in every way I can, knowing that I am love, joy, peace, and infinite wisdom now and forevermore. Oh,
Oof, wow.
and quite honestly, it's as though I downloaded that you have manifested this affirmation. This morning, Spirit said, pull that book off your shelf because the woman that you are about to interview lives from that affirmation, embodies it. And that was my download. Oh, I know how to be triumphant. I know how to be youthful and vital and vivacious. I know how to keep my body healthy. I create the prosperity I need. I have tears in my eyes. I become an elder of excellence. My later years are my best years ever. I believe one of the gifts that Louise gave us is that she showed us how to age
Gracefully.
gracefully, agelessly, from a spiritual quantum dimension without the fear. And not to make this about age, because we are souls having a human incarnation and we're not our age. But when Dr. Patricia told me that you were 80, I downloaded a vitality of like a 40 or 30-year-old within your consciousness. And to see you today, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely radiant, masterful teacher, because you have committed to living Louise's principles.
Wow. Well, this greatly touched my heart. And, you know, I knew that doing this, that I was going to be getting a lot. I knew that I was going to be sharing, but I also knew that I was going to be served as well.
Oh,
And Spirit knew how much I needed to hear those words.
wow.
Yes, because my time now is on me. My focus now is on me because it never was. And I am now doing my very best to step into, with full awareness and acceptance, and know it as my truth, what you read. It was all up here. I knew where things were going, but to to it's about being. And what you read is about being. And I knew that from when I first got into this work, and people would say, this is back in the 70s, and people would, not this work, but opened up to Spirit, I guess.
Yes.
You're telling me all these things, but here's what I'm sensing. I need to be this. I don't know what this is, but I need to be it. And now that I'm basically just doing, not just, I'm doing my private practice, I have time now to focus on me. And I teach my clients, you have to have the focus on you,
Yes.
because only on you can you truly then be in touch with your own truth, your own beingness, and then let it extend and broadcast out there. The doing will come from the being. And
Yes.
but it was all words, because I was in the throes of living life and doing this and doing that, and my little girls were so hurt. They were so hurt. They had such a poor image of themselves. And I came to realize that the way I lived my life until I retired was coming from hurt
Mm.
and pain. And so, anyway,
Thank you for speaking a truth that is often not spoken of. Many of us spiritual students, I call us truth students, in search of a better life, a better inner life. That's what seeking is all about, the meditation, the prayers, the workshops, the study. It's it's the desire to live from the inside out, but to have a better inner atmosphere, a better inner relationship with that child and the I am presence within, and to maximize all of the brilliance, all of the power, all of the joy, all of the possibility within us, and to direct it into manifestation. That's truly the desire. But many times our study just stays on the surface. I think of a parable that Jesus speaks about the soil that is dried, and the parable of the seeds and how the seeds fall, and sometimes they fall on leaves and they don't, or the soil is cracked. The seeds that we receive from this teaching many times don't get really planted in optimal soil. And the reason that they don't is because we have to look at that wounded, not simply the little child, but the hurt little child within, and do the self-awareness work, which our beloved Louise talked to us about, in order to begin to heal the wounds of the inner child. And it begins with love. Like you said, you're so excited to talk about love. And many times, women who are doing this powerful work and being healers and teachers are loving everyone else, but not really loving that wounded little child, and even and also the men. I don't want to keep our beloved brothers out of this conversation, but those of us who are the healers and the teachers and the doers and the givers are not always doing the inner work of loving our little child, our hurt little child. And so thank you for speaking to that. And Maryann, when you began this work, and what was the most inspiring aspect of becoming a Heal Your Life teacher and coach for you? Because you've mentioned this inner child that's wounded, that we sometimes it takes a lifetime or half of a lifetime before we really turn towards that child and embrace him or her and begin to do that healing work.
When after I retired, I spent 2 years, I say, getting my PhD with God, and that was when I really did the book. And I did. I also started with Course in Miracles and Edgar Casey work as well. But I did the book. I cried. I did pillows. I did all of that. And at the end of about 2 years, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I get it. I get it. You created heaven. We created hell, and we're giving you all the blame. And I need to share this because." If I knew my whole life what I know now, that it's all about love, then I wouldn't be burnt to a crisp. I would have had a lot more fun, and I'd remember my life.
Yes.
And so that was how I got into teaching. And then a couple of months, the idea was to teach. But then a couple months later, I went to a You Can Do It conference. And that's when I learned about the Heal Your Life teachers. And it seemed like a no-brainer because I was already so attached to Louise that to now all of a sudden be able to teach this, to share this material, it was like incredible. So a few months later, I meet Patricia and then she tells me, check it out. And I'm like, okay. And I go. As I started doing these workshops, well, first of all, the experience at the workshop, I do want to say this. Now, I had done the book, okay? I had been dabbling with Louise, but at the workshop to become a workshop leader, wow. Did
Wow.
I go deeper? Did
Yes.
I find not just anger, but rage? And so anyway, that was an incredible experience. When I started doing the workshops, the section on the inner child, I was guided to stay with it longer. And because people were actually, they were getting, of course, they were getting information. They were like, whoa, what? And so I had that revelation of what was happening to people when they were connecting to themselves. And then the other thing that impressed me was that when a person came to a workshop, no matter what workshop they came to, their issue was they didn't love themselves.
That's right.
And I put those two things together. The main thing is no one loves themselves out there, and everyone is completely separate from themselves. Well, it makes perfect sense,
Yes.
because of what did happen, and never cast blame. There is no, Louise would say, hurt children are raised by hurt parents who were raised by hurt parents, and so on. So in any case, it was all a horrible misunderstanding for us growing up.
Yes.
But we had no discernment. We had no way of figuring it out on our own. And when we didn't feel that we were being seen and heard and validated for those thoughts and feelings,
Yes.
that unfortunately had us feel that we weren't loved and we weren't safe. We weren't important and we weren't valued. And if they didn't value us, why should I? And inadvertently, we
Wow.
separated from ourselves
Yes.
because of others not seeing this, being in touch with this, why should I?
Yes.
That's what I think occurred. And so the journey of life is a journey of self-love. And
Yes.
everything that presents itself to us is an opportunity for us to love ourselves if we have that awareness.
Yes.
So I think I hope I answered your question.
Yes, you did.
I just kind of get going
Phenomenal.
here.
Oh my gosh. This is so, I'm just having profound, a profound experience being in your presence, because I know, so for many of us, this journey to self-love and self-appreciation and the healing of the inner child does not happen until many of us are over 30, 40, 50. And for some people, it's over 60. It's literally when we can take a breath and recognize I've spent my life giving or helping or supporting others, and I haven't really looked at myself. I haven't even really nourished myself, and that no one out there is wrong. That's what I so love about Louise,
Mhm.
is that no one is wrong. Our parents aren't wrong. It's easy to blame them, but the blame doesn't go there. Hurt people hurt people. This has been passed down generationally. And so it's a legacy or tradition. And it's time that all of us come into awareness and begin to love ourselves. And so, as you began to do this work and you got the training, you have helped many people fall in love with themselves again. What are some of the tools from the training and the book that just set you on fire, that just excited you and became inspired your own work? Because Maryann has written several books,
Well, see.
well, two, several. So, most people don't. That's a legacy, that's a gift to humanity. And so there were tools. I call it the Louise Hay, Heal Your Life Toolkit. What were the tools in Louise's worldview that inspired you so much that you wanted to take this work out into the world?
Well, I believe that because this concept of lack of self-love resonated so deeply with me.
Yes.
Um,
We have up right now on the screen
Oneness
the
of it
oneness.
all, right? The
Yes.
second book, Love, the Alpha and the Omega,
Oh, I love the
that one brings into play my journey of love and how I came to see. I was told that I was to both these books were channeled, and I was told that I was to write these books, and that I was to sort of like spell out to some degree the stages of love. And that's what the second book has done.
wow.
Very, very short, very easy read. But in any case, throughout my teaching or what have you, I've always looked for the keeping it simple, keeping it to the point. And so I have always kept my focus on love. I mean, that's it. I use the word, I keep my focus on it. And the first affirmations that I give to every single client, I love and accept myself exactly as I am, and really pack it. Pack it with why it is so important.
Mm,
Okay, what is behind the words, and so on. And the other thing that I stress is the mirror work. To this day, I use the mirror and I say, I love you. I talk to her. I, I greet her. I was giving a workshop and I was talking about this, and a person had to leave the hall and go use the restroom. And she came back and she raised her hand and she said, real sheepishly, I did it. And everybody's like, oh, what did you do? She said, I just went to the restroom and there was nobody in there. And I said, I love me in the mirror, in the restroom. And I mean, everybody was just like, oh my God, how cool is this? First time. Okay. All right. So here's the thing, that mirror, that person you're looking at is the person that, well, first of all, you're maybe meeting her for the first time. See, that's the thing, you know? You don't pass your best friend on the street without saying hello. How do you pass a mirror without saying hello to yourself? I mean, I give myself high fives. I wink. I mean, I make it fun. I make it
I
fun.
love
And
the
this
wink.
is what yes, absolutely. And this is what I tell my clients, or I'll say, looking good, chickie, whatever it might be. Do you understand why? Because life has been so heavy.
Yes.
And one of Louise's 12 ways, have fun. And don't
Have
wait. Don't wait. Do it
Yes.
now.
Do it now. Seize the day. Carpe diem. Saisir le jour. Seize the day. Yes, do it now. That is so powerful. There's a affirmation. They're coming to me today. I love myself. Therefore, oh, thank you, Dr. Patricia. She's on. Yay to our Dr. Patricia. I love myself. Therefore, I attract loving people wherever I go, and they are a reflection of who I am, of the love that's within me. And I love how Louise is like, you can say that walking down the street silently to yourself, and people will begin smiling, and little dogs will run up to you. And
Exactly.
kids will smile and want to chat with you. That self-love, what you're talking about, Maryann, it makes us magnetic. It makes us magnetic to the good within ourselves, to the good within the universe, and it draws out the good from all of us, from all of humanity. That's always there. I think that what we're seeing on the world stage is a demonstration of some tantrums and lack of self-love that makes, many of us want to act out in particular ways because we're actually still seeking love outside of ourselves. I think a lot of the drama that we're seeing is the rage that hasn't been channeled, the rageful inner child that's demanding love and that's going to act up until they receive that love. I think that that's a lot of what's going on. So I've found that it's very important for me to practice self-love, especially right now. I've lost my brother. Um, and different things are going on in my life. I think, and you reminded me this morning how important it is to give ourselves a hug.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
There is so much healing, so much comfort. Remember, when we're little and we are ignored, a friend breaks a toy, or we come home from school and we had a tough day and mom doesn't see, nobody asks how you doing, whatever. There are moments when we needed a hug. We needed to be seen and heard and comforted in some way. And it
Yes.
didn't happen. The need didn't go away.
Yes.
Okay, the hurt is still there, the not being seen and so on. The hurt is there. And that's why I think that, you know, encouraging my clients, and like I did with you earlier today, you need a hug right now because it wasn't just present day
Yes.
adult who was present. One of your little girls was present as well. And she needed that hug also.
Yes.
And when we're hugging ourselves now, we're hugging all of the ones. And there is comfort, there's closeness, it's bringing it all together, bringing ourselves together as the one that we truly are, because I believe that every time we had a hurt, that hurt froze us. That little piece of us stayed frozen in that moment. And that becomes the point. That's why we get triggered. It's the one that is sitting there in the corner waiting for someone to come.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so this whole idea of when we see the ugliness out there, they're all cries for love. The people who are doing the ugliness are so hurt.
Yes.
The Course in Miracles tells us that is a cry for love when we act that way.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So that's why I keep it simple. It's all about love.
It's all about
it's
love.
all about love.
It's all about love.
That's what
It makes me think of, I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, and you can love you so much, and you can start loving me. It's the song, like around in that song.
Yeah.
Oh, my beloveds, we will take a short break. I'm Rev Martine, and this is What Would Louise Say, and we'll be right back on the New Thought Media Network.
The Heal Your Life Workshop Facilitator and Life Coach Certification Training, approved personally by Louise Hay, is coming to San Diego. Facilitated by expert trainers Christy Dixon and Anna Milkick. This 3.5-month training includes multiple sessions on Zoom and 9 days in beautiful San Diego. It will change your life and enable you to help others transform their lives.
New Thought Media Network proudly presents the Science of Mind Saturday Conversations. Learn more about the Science of Mind philosophy, faith, and way of life. Join our team of experts for a weekly deep dive discussion. Come study the science of mind, chapter by chapter, and resources from the Science of Mind archives. Plan to join us every Saturday, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Only on the New Thought Media Network.
What Would Louise Say? Join us every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Hosted by Reverend Martine Bernard. Explore the wisdom of Louise Hay. Brought to you by New Thought Media Network. Dive into Louise's teachings. Experience healing and empowerment. Reverend Martine shares insights. Connect with a contemporary audience. Unlock your potential. Transform your life with love. Embrace positivity and healing. Join our vibrant community. Ready to join us? Let's spread love and wisdom together. Please like, share, and subscribe. Only on New Thought Media Network, positively inspiring.
Hello, hello, beautiful ones. We are back with our incredible guest. I just feel as though she was the universe lined her up at the perfect time for me. She's already my coach. I have Dr. Patricia, and now I have Maryann. So excited to be here. Our wonderful Maryann Pino Miller is here. She has committed her life to embodying these principles and to loving that, to reminding us all, to the with her emphasis, with her passion, with her joy, to love that little child and to be aware that all of those hurts can build up. So he is in need of a lot of love and a lot of attention, and how important. It's really one of the major cornerstones of Louise's work. I wanted to ask you the question, Maryann. You work extensively with emotional healing. So why do you think so many people struggle to face or process their emotions. Because when you're dealing with the inner child, there are all of these suppressed emotions. We just kind of keep on being the good boys and little girls that we've been trained to be. Why is it so hard for us?
Because they hurt so much. They hurt. The thought, when we feel we're not being seen, when we're ignored,
Yes.
there's a fear. A fear sets in. What's wrong with me? Or this person is my mom, my dad. They're supposed to love me. But this treatment that I'm getting, or these words that I'm hearing, they don't feel comfortable to me.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that harshness, I mean, imagine now you're a child, you can sense that as an adult, if someone, says something to you, you feel like you've done something wrong and you're ashamed or you're embarrassed or whatever about it. You know how that feels, and you know how you constrict and how whatever. Now, imagine a 5-year-old feeling that. Imagine how much heavier that is. You, as an adult, have some sort of awareness or understanding. You're processing at the same time you're feeling like this. Child can't do that.
Yes.
All the child feels is, I'm by myself. The fear, because the fear is the basis of all of it. We give it a lot of other names,
Yes.
but it hurts. It hurts to think that these people who are here to love me and keep me safe,
Our heroes and heroines.
exactly, make me feel so icky.
Icky and yucky. Yes.
Yes. And so we can't feel them. We can't put even thoughts to them because they're scary as well. The thought that I'm not liked, I'm not loved, I'm not safe in this home. Okay. Even hearing parents arguing, the child does not feel safe because
The
this is supposed
nervous
to be a safe
system.
exactly. And when
Yes.
you're young, that's heavy stuff, and you don't know how to process it. You
Precisely.
don't. And so you do. You start burying it, the body takes charge of it. And now I'm understanding so much more now about this whole vagus nerve thing and
Yes.
where it sets in. And so I've been
Yes.
incorporating tapping with the work that I do as well.
Ah.
And that it is lodged in the body. Okay. And the body is set to protect us. But yeah. So anyway,
It can
they
feel.
just hurt too much. The feelings, they just
Yes.
hurt way too much, and we don't understand them. We don't know how to process them. And so we stuff them, swallow them, ignore them, reject them. And in the process, and what I tell my clients is every time you do that now, as an adult, with the awareness that you now have, you are rejecting you.
Yes.
You're rejecting you now at this point in time.
That's
And you're
right.
rejecting the little one who presented it to you. When you are triggered, that's one of your little ones knocking on your heart,
Yes.
saying,
Yes.
I need you. I need you right now. I'm
Exactly.
scared. And when you turn your back and you just, that's add an insult to injury.
That's the little kid reaching up to you to be held. And I love that Louise actually says that. She says that many people are afraid to look within, but if they were willing to look within, all they would find is a little child that needs their love. I used to, I can hear her voice speaking that. I love when she says it because we are just, the boogeyman and all the monsters in the closet and all, and it's a little kid that's actually just reaching up and out and desires our love. And what's so inspiring and hopeful about Louise's worldview is that it's possible. It's possible to heal these scary emotions. It's possible, or the appearance of. They seem scary, but they're not. It seems so difficult to turn within, but as you begin to look into your eyes and do that mirror work, and we haven't even begun to talk about affirmations and how that can even changes. And thank God for quantum physics and all of the new science. We can literally rewire our brain. At least as I honestly didn't have much self-awareness as a child. None of us did. Until teen years did I experience the realization of neglect. Yes, many of us, and that's why many teens act out, because we come to the realization of what we did and did not get. But the missing part is that our parents are also wounded teenagers and little kids and little girls and little toddlers, and they are the ones who are directing their lives and doing the best that they can. So Ellie, that is so beautiful, your realization. And that extra piece is that's why we forgive them. And that's why we don't hold on to it, because that can make the inner child work even harder. We realize, wow, I'm dealing with my mom's teenager. Or a young adult for that matter. She doesn't know what she's doing. Neither do I. And thank God there's God or spirit and the universe that can intervene when we are willing to look within. Oh my goodness, we were just speaking of Louise Hay and quantum physics in an earlier stream today. Yay! The universe, it's all succinct, it's all aligned. Very good. So we can rewire. So let's talk a little bit, Maryann, about this time on Wild. It is wild. We're one. We are all one. And thank you for streaming. Thank you for streaming our show. Maryann, at this time on the planet, where we can watch each other act out, that's another thing. Before we couldn't. So stop doom scrumming, everybody. I can't even say it anymore. But stop watching it, because now we can watch each other act out badly. So it can feel a little discouraging. But I love to ask my guest, what are 3 things at this time, especially with all of the rich wisdom and tools that you have in your life and as a master teacher? What are 3 things that could help people today feel better, be better, behave better? Even though it's okay to jump on your bed and scream and have fun like a little kid. What are three tools you would suggest? Because people are hurting, people are seeking, people are thinking no good can come out of this time on the planet, when good is always available. It's there. We just maybe have to look a little deeper.
One of the things that I think hurts us the most is criticism and judgment. It's Louise's number one: stop all criticism and judgment.
Yes.
So we can become aware of that we're doing that by how much we're criticizing and judging everyone out there. Okay? But at the same time, what's really going to stem that is if we would stop judging and criticizing ourselves.
Yes.
To me, that is what causes the separation. Okay? I am saying that I'm doing this wrong or that wrong or whatever it might be, and that is creating a separation between me and love. And I think ultimately the conclusion that I guess I sort of came to is that that's a separation with God, because when I'm judging and criticizing myself, God created me. So what am I saying? That he created a piece of junk?
That's right.
You know? So it's like, catch yourself, your self-talk, your sharing with people and so on. And even catch the rolling of the eyes. Because there are times, because that's what I did. I was paying more attention to keeping my mouth shut. But the thing is, I knew I was, A rolling of the eyes. I was still making myself wrong, still judging and
Yes.
criticizing myself. And there's nothing to judge and criticize. We're all doing our best based upon what we know, feel, believe, and understand in the moment. No criticism, no judgment. The more we could stand in that truth, I am doing my very, very best in each and every moment based upon what I know, feel, believe, and understand. And if I'm not pleased, then let's look at what I know, feel, believe, and understand about me to see if then, therefore, I can choose differently. Because it's about choice. It's to choose. It's to choose. I would not let a day go by without saying at least once, I love you, Maryann. Oh. And that's what I'm suggesting. Every single person needs to say that. And Louise would say, and use your name. I love you. I love you.
I really, really love you.
I really, really love you. Exactly. So I would go with those. And then I really like playing around with all is well.
Yes.
Life loves me and I love life.
Yes.
And when I do the all is well, especially when we're looking at all this stuff, I go, all is well. All is fantastically well. And it just keeps getting better. So one of the things is feeling is where the highest energy is. In other words, our thoughts are energy, our words are energy, and our feelings are energy. So when I play with affirmations, I am animated with them. Okay? I want to build up that feeling that, yes, all is well. It is fantastically well.
Putting your arms out. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So again, Louise tells us to have fun. So I play with all of that.
Wonderful. And I have one more little question. You are, Dr. Christiane Northrup calls a woman like you an ageless goddess.
I love Christiane.
I love her too. Hay House author. Big up to Louise Hay and Hay House. Yes.
Yes.
So what are your tips for aging gracefully, agelessly, because you are the embodiment of that? Because that's also a mindset, because there are individuals, as soon as they turn 45, 40, I had my friends telling me and us we were old at 30. I was 29 and my friends were turning 30, and the girls, we're so old, we're over the hill. So what are some of the principles or mindsets that you embody? Because I'm looking at a woman who certainly doesn't look like she's about to turn 81 years young.
It's really very simple. I look in the mirror every morning and say, girl, you're younger today. I'll be damned. And I'll say back, you sure are. Not only are you younger, you're stronger and healthier. And I'm like, woohoo. I want to tell you. That's it. It's a frame of mind. That's what we're talking about. It's a frame of mind.
Maryann, you have to say it again. You have to say it again, and you have to say it because I'm going to watch the show to write it down, because that is phenomenal. I knew it. Thank you, Spirit. Universe said, ask her that question. You have to say it slowly like a mantra so we can get it.
It is. It's my affirmation.
Wow.
Girl, you are younger today. You look younger. Well, yeah, I do. I feel younger. So see, I'm talking back and forth between me and her. Yes, I'm younger. I'm healthier. I'm stronger.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, seriously, when I decided that, from reading different things, that we don't have to age. We don't. There is nothing that says we have to age except the medical profession maybe, or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't have to be. So I decided that I would stop aging. And then after I played with that for a while, then I was like, well, hell, let me just get younger. Why do I
I
have
pretend
to?
this is so cute. I
Why
pretend I'm a 90-year-old woman who wishes to be 50 years young. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. 50
So,
years younger. 50 years. Thank you, Ellie. Thank
yes.
you, Rev Jean, for saying that it's a mindset. I read your comment. Thank you for being here. Yes, all is fantastically well with me, Rev Dr. Jean. That's right. All is fantastically well. I'm getting younger and younger. And then yourself goes, that's right, girl. Or that's,
Exactly.
hey, that's right. We're getting younger and younger every, that's
Shake it up.
because
Oh,
Louise
gosh.
also said, Louise was deeply profound in one of her last, one of her recordings, one of her last public speeches. She said, when humanity decides that death is not a reality, people will basically be like, hey, gotta go, and they will just leave, as opposed to everything else that's involved, that our minds and our consciousness are so powerful, and we are spiritual beings. She always says life is simple, but we complicate
Mhm.
it.
Absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree.
Complicate it a lot. Maryann Pino Miller, master teacher, heal your life trainer, psychologist, psychiatrist, therapist, all of it. Life coach, lover of life, beautiful woman, ageless goddess. It has been such a joy
Oh,
having you on our show. We will have you back. I imagine a town hall where all of the teachers can come and people can throw out questions. You know, my friend is having an affair and I'm angry at her, whatever. Nothing, no holds bar. And we can give them a Louise perspective. You have been a joy, and it's been an honor having you here. Thank you for your commitment to Louise's worldview and
absolutely.
for making this legacy. Yes, cool, ladies. Thank you. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you for being and streaming with us
Yeah.
today. Thank you for being on. Thank you for your passion. And thank you for the commitment to helping us heal our lives, love ourselves, and have fun no matter what. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you, Marianne. It's been
Thank you. It's been
wonderful.
my pleasure and blessing. Believe me. Thank you.
Thank you, beautiful ones, for streaming on our platform. I'm Rev Martine. This is What Would Louise Say on the New Thought Media Network.
The Heal Your Life Workshop Facilitator and Life Coach Certification Training, approved personally by Louise Hay, is coming to San Diego. Facilitated by expert trainers Christy Dixon and Anna Milkick. This 3.5-month training includes multiple sessions on Zoom and 9 days in beautiful San Diego. It will change your life and enable you to help others transform their lives.